A lot of leaders hear that they need to be more adaptable, but at what point does adaptability become a problem? Does it mean constantly adjusting your leadership approach for every situation? Does it mean trying to be everything to everyone? Because that sounds exhausting. The truth is, adaptability isn't about changing who you are as a leader. It's about knowing when to flex and when to hold steady. If you're constantly shifting your approach without a clear foundation, you're actually not leading anymore. You're just reacting. Hi, I'm Kelly Stine, Gallup-Certified Strengths Coach and founder of the Lead and Light Coach. And today we're talking about when adaptability becomes unsustainable and how to strike the right balance. And if you want a step-by-step guide to leading in a way that is both adaptable and sustainable, grab my free guide, The Strength-Based Leaders Playbook for Attracting Top Talent. It'll show you how to define your leadership style, understand your team's strengths, and create a culture where people thrive without overextending yourself. The link is in the description below. Grab it at the end of this video. All right, so let's dive in. So my second talent is adaptability, which means that I have a natural understanding of how to respond to people's needs and changing circumstances without being pulled in a zillion directions. But you don't have to have this talent in your top 5 to be able to adapt your leadership style to your team members. So today I'm going to lend you my adaptability talent and share 3 key steps that you can aim your own talents at. Step number 1 is to start with what does not change. A lot of leaders think that adaptability means constantly adjusting to meet everyone else's needs. But real adaptability starts by knowing what is going to stay the same. Your leadership values, expectations, and overall approach should have a solid foundation. Otherwise, you're just reacting to whatever's in front of you instead of leading with intention. So before you even think about flexing, ask yourself questions like, what are my non-negotiables as a leader? What values guide the way I lead? What expectations do I hold for my team no matter what? When you have clarity on who you are as a leader, it's a lot easier to adjust without losing yourself. The second step is to adjust how you support and not what you expect. Your expectations should stay the same, but how you support people in meeting those expectations is the part that should adapt. So for example, if you have 2 people on your team who are struggling with time management, one might need clear deadlines and structure. The other might need more autonomy and trust to figure it out on their own. Another example, 2 people on your team might need feedback. One might prefer direct and to the point conversations, while the other might need a little more context and encouragement to process it effectively. So you'll see in these examples, you're not lowering the bar or making exceptions. You're just leading people in a way that actually helps them succeed. Adaptability goes too far when leaders start bending their expectations so much that they lose consistency team member to team member. That's when it becomes unsustainable. And then step number 3 is to anchor your adaptability in your own strengths. So what does that mean? A lot of leaders resist adaptability because they think it means constantly reinventing themselves. But when you anchor your adaptability in your strengths, it's actually easier to adjust because you're not forcing yourself to lead in a way that doesn't feel like natural to you. So for example, if strategic is one of your top 5 talents, adaptability might mean you're still focused on the destination, but you're flexible in how you get there. You're willing to choose and change the best path based on how circumstances evolve. If you're high in Relator, it might mean adapting based on the trust you've built with someone. So adapting more as you get to know them better and you understand what you can or can't trust them with. If you're high in responsibility, adapting might mean that the follow through on commitment and the ethical standards are the part that is non-negotiable. But you might be willing to adjust how much guidance, flexibility, or accountability you provide each person in order to ensure that follow through. See, when you use your natural strengths to flex your leadership style, adaptability stops feeling like extra effort and it just starts to become part of how you lead. So the key takeaway here is that adaptability should work for you and not against you. The best leaders don't exhaust themselves trying to be a different leader for every person and in every situation. They know what stays the same and they know what needs to adjust and how to adapt in a way that is sustainable both for themselves and for the members of their team. Now, if you want to build a leadership style that is adaptable without feeling scattered, grab the Strength-Based Leaders Playbook for Attracting Top Talent. It'll walk you through defining your leadership approach, understanding your team's strengths, and creating a work culture where everybody thrives without running yourself into the ground. The link's in the description below, so go ahead and grab it now. And thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful, hit like and subscribe. And then hop in the comments and let me know what is one way you've had to adapt your leadership style recently. I'd love to hear how you're navigating this real life challenge. And let's keep the conversation going. See you next time.